Okay, so just making sure. Okay, the audio's working good. Okay, so next thing I do, let's do the ear. So this side shot here of the ear is pretty good. Sometimes a 3/4 shot will do a little bit better because it's a bit more angled with the camera. Okay, but I think I can use this one. So to start off, what I'm going to do is get my Create Polygon tool. And remember, when I'm placing my points, I'm going counterclockwise. And you want to try to make them squarish. Make them square-like. Squarish. And also, if you're really sneaky and you start seeing lines ahead of time, and I'm just going to hit G. I started using my Append to Polygon tool, and I've been hitting G. Okay, great. And that lets me keep drawing. But I'm kind of looking and I see this line, and if I can make my polygons line up with that as well, okay, things get easier. And you want to stretch them sometimes, make them a little rectangular, but try to err on the side of squarish when you can. Okay, and see how fast I can zip around. Remember, when you're using the Append Polygon tool, always click on edges. Okay, and then I come to another point right here. See this line? It's going to come right into here-ish. Okay, and that matches up. And it's also, this line here is going to come here and match up here eventually too. Okay, and here I can start to get my polygons a little bit bigger. No one's going to notice down here. It's the earlobe. No one cares about earlobes. Yeah, they do. I care. Care about earlobes. Okay, great. And I'm just going to keep zipping up here. Change my direction a little bit. How do I want to do this? Okay. Okay, and I'm almost done. I wasn't sure whether to make that a big long one or make this 2, so I went with 2. Okay, so I just traced around the outside. I'm not sure if I'm crazy about how that works out down there, but whatever, I'll leave it for now and see how that hangs. So then I'm going to take this one and let's continue down this way. Okay. And then we get to this thing here, and there's a little bit of a ridge, and then there's like a little ravine going through here. Okay, so I'm going to go down this way a little bit. And again, I'm trying to match up my polys so I can match them up across here. And keep everybody happy. Keep everybody square. Okay, let's see how this works out. So that's working out there. Maybe I'll just kind of truck across here. Boop. Just clicking on edges. Actually, maybe I can make that bigger. That makes life easier to see. And I just keep hitting G to repeat the last tool command because it makes it go all that much faster. Okay, and then I'm going to go up this way a little bit. Bend around here. And depending upon the ear that you do... Actually, I almost should be thinking about this. Yeah, whatever. It's going to be fine. And... depending upon the ear that you do, you'll see sometimes there's this strong kind of Y that comes out of here. It kind of bridges off and creates a little Y. Don't be scared to just kind of go up here and... Actually, I just screwed that up. Backspace. Enter. And then I'm just going to hit Z and undo that puppy. I'll hit G. I think I'm going to branch off here. This one here appears to be kind of a little bit subtle. Okay, and here I'm going to go from here to here, and then I'll just do one from there to there. Okay, great. Okay, and how many more do I got to do? Okay, we'll just go down here and finish this earlobe area. Good. Okay, then I got these kind of 3 surfaces. Let's just go and take a look-see-poo with these. I'm just going to center my pivot. And what time are we at? Okay, 4:43. Good. And so, center my pivot. I'm going to pull this ear over this way. Okay, and front view. It has that kind of weird Planet of the Apes from the 1970s kind of look going on. Anyway, as I get to about here, you're going to notice the ears are not going to line up perfectly, but that's okay. I'm just going to do a quick little rotation here and kind of start to get an eye of what I want. Okay. And let's just go and take, say, these faces. And I'm just going to push those in a bit. Let's go back here to perspective. And I think this area actually comes out a bit. Okay, and then this area, the little ramp that goes down into the inner ear, let's push that back a little bit. Actually, it's probably just that one. Okay, and I'm just going to get my multi-cut tool out, and somewhere right in here, I'm going to say a little ridge like that. Okay, and if I hold down Control, I get the Insert Edge Loop tool, and then that makes it into a quad. Yay! I like quads. And then I'm just going to go back over here, grab an edge. I'm going to grab an edge from here to here, double cluck. And if I go and I hit Extrude, I can start to push this back a little bit. I'm just going to go and push this in a little bit. Okay, and so I've kind of got that ridge that I'm looking for. And then if I take those vertices there, I can just go ahead and merge them. Mash. Okay, great. And then maybe I can take these places here and right here to fill that little hole in. You go to Mesh, Fill Hole. Boom. Okay, and then you get your multi-cut out and chop your way through here, here, and that worked out too easy. And what is it I want to do? Backspace. If I hold down Control again, I can pop it in an edge loop right here. Great. And let's go and switch to edge, double cluck. Push this in a little bit. Maybe I'll take these two vertices right here and merge them together. Okay. And if this area here, you want that to push into the ear a little bit, if I grab these faces right here, I can probably just hit Extrude. Push this in a little bit and then just scale it in. Okay, great. And then I'll just grab another component like this face here. If it's right close to this hole, then I can go Mesh, Fill Hole. Great. And multi-cut tool. Let's see. I'm just going to go and cut my way through here and here. See if this works. I'm just looking for easy quads to get. And there, I got easy quads, but then I got a triangle here, and I got an N-gon there. If I hold down Control, boom, pop that in. And there we go. Boop. Let's just grab these edges and push them in a little bit. Remember, I don't have to grab every edge. Every other one is fine. And let's see what happens if I hit 3. So it's starting to look eerie. It's looking very eerie. Okay, so it's pushing in. Okay, great. And let's grab, say, this face. Remember, you can grab any component. Face, edge, if it's beside the hole, when you go to Mesh, Fill Hole, boom. I'm just going to hit 1. Find it always a lot easier to start moving things around when you're in 1. And I'm just going to get my multi-cut, and multi-cut here to here, boom. And you can kind of see it starts to stretch over here, but these kind of match quite well. And there to there. And then again, I'm hitting that situation. I've got an N-gon here, but this time around I'm going to go like this. Boop. Okay. And then if I hold down Control, boop. There. There we go. And let's see. Oh, you bastard. Let's see how that looks. I'm just going to take these and push them in a bit to try to make this look kind of organic. And let's see if I hit 3. I'm starting to get that little bit of a ridge. I could take some of these points here, take that point, and push that in a bit more. And I could probably put another edge loop in here easily. Okay, so let's just take a look. Just deselect, and I'm getting that ear shape. I'm happy with that. Okay. And what time are we at? 9-10 minutes. Okay, good. So I'm just going to take this, and I'm going to see if I can get this filled up too. So I'm just going to take that edge, and I'm going to go to mesh, and I'm going to hit fill hole. Okay, just hit 1 again. So this area, see, do we have a transparency? Oh yes. Okay, great. It's this area here. I'm just going to get my multi-cut out, and I'll figure out how to chop this up. So if I went there to there, great, there to there, and maybe there to there. And I want to try to make a hole to the brain. Okay. Oh, this worked out too well. Yeah. Too well. You're going to get annoyed with me when you try it. There. And if I take these faces, grab these ones. I guess I've done a few ears, so I kind of know what I'm looking for. Okay, and I'm just going to push that in. And as I push it in, it's going in on the local axis, so they're all kind of crossing and acting a bit strange. So what I'm going to do is switch from local to global, and I'm going to push that in so it's when it's in global, it goes straight in, and then maybe I'll just kind of go and grab the offset and bring that down a bit. So there we go. Yes, very nice indeed. Okay, great. And then here, to get that hole to the brain, I'm just going to grab maybe these 4 faces. Sometimes I'll grab just a couple. Actually, you know what? I feel like I grab those ones. That'd be better. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit extrude, and I'm going to use the offset again. Oops, too much. So if I hold down Control on my keyboard when I'm middle clicking here for the offset, it works a little better. It gives you a bit more control. Okay, and there, I've done that, and then I'm just going to go and hit extrude again. And this time I'll just switch to my move tool and push this in a bit more, and let's hit 3 and see what it looks like and make it so it's opaque. Okay, and I feel pretty good about that being the ear. Okay, then, so you can do this all in one video. If I take a look at the ear, and let's just go in here and I'm going to grab all the edges. Now, I don't need all the edges. I'm just going to deselect these ones that are not really, you know, like it blends into the side of the head, so maybe those ones are deselected. The earlobe right around here, it's kind of like its own entity. You have to make a decision on your earlobe when you do it. There. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to hit extrude. And when I extrude, let's just switch to my move tool right away. Let's do that. And I'll make it opaque so you can see what the hell I'm looking at. There. Okay, and I'm going to hit extrude again. And when I extrude, I can push this in. Push it in with the blue arrow. Okay, or maybe I could switch to my global mode, and I'll just go in and scale it in. Okay, and maybe I'll push it in a bit like this. I look, and I got myself an ear. Okay, and I might just go ahead and do one more extrude because I find it's a real pain in the ass to try to attach this to the side of the head. So when I extrude, switch from local to global, and this time we'll go scale it out again, and that's easier to attach to the side of the head. Sometimes when you do this scale thing that I'm doing, it's a little bit easier to kind of go like this, and then scale it, and then rotator it back so it's kind of lined up again. Okay, but there's my polygons for the side of the head, so I can stick that onto the head. And if I go here to the front view, what time are we at? 13 minutes, okay, great. And let's just hit 6. Okay, and then I notice the ear needs to fit here, and sometimes the ear lining it up with the front view is a real pain in the ass because they don't really line up because the camera's closer to the ear, so it changes the size of it. Anyway, whatever, I'm just going to go in here and I'll grab this vertice. Just going to put on soft selezione, and I'm holding down B and I'm middle clicking, pulling it out. Okay, I'll grab that one. I'm just going to try to quickly get this so it's organic looking. Okay, because this will look better in the end. It's a bit more organic. It doesn't look like a weird cardboard clip-on ear like they've got in, you know, other parts of the world. Anyway, I'll say that's good. Let's take a quick look. And it looks like I'm warping it a bit too much, but you can come back here and style it afterwards. I'm just going to hit 1. And even if I went in here and I grabbed, say, this edge, let's turn off soft selection, and I right-click, edge ring, and split. See, the split here is looking kind of rigid, so I'm just going to go in and change that so that the Insert with edge flow is on, and there, it's smoother. Okay. Also, to attach this to the side of the head, some of these vertices when I was scaling came in too much. Maybe I'll try a quick trick here. Edit mesh, and I'll hit average vertices. And let's pull this over here a little bit, and I'll just hit G and average it a bit more. Maybe I'll... There, it's going to blend into the side of the head quite well. Okay, and maybe is there one more back in there? There's a few in there. Okay. Looks like I maybe pulled these in a bit too far, some of these ones here, when I scaled them in to get to the side of the head. And let's pull it back. Okay, and what about these nasty ones right here? Okay, I'm just going to hit G and average them out. Use my move tool. And there we go. I'll still end up nudging these around a bit more as I'm trying to figure out where to place them. But overall, if I go in and take a look-see-poo, that is my ear. I hit 3 just to smooth it out. And there I've got my ear. 16 minutes of me toddling around, and there you go. Boom. I'll stop the video here.